We are here, we are here, we are here on this amazing day. Okay, everyone, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis, and we are marking up DPZ stock. We are on the monthly time frame. Price action, last candle to right hand side is a bullish green candle. Does have a bit of a long wick down to that bottom side, so market could be coming up from an area within an overall pattern. So we do have price action overall, higher highs, price action overall, lower lows, midpoint. Also adding second level highs and also adding third level highs. So let's zoom in the price to see what's going on. So current price is sitting at 326.95. So if price work its way up, it's going to break through that second level highs. So it can head to that midpoint of overall. So price action low and price action high of that area. So it can head it up to the next area if it breaks the SR line, which would be a price of 360.85. And if price work its way down, it can head back down to the bottom of the second last candle, which would be near a price of 310.55 and work its way down further. And we can see price action is currently near that midpoint of that area we just created. So let's look for patterns in the market. So there's a lot of patterns in this area. So it's overall patterns and patterns inside patterns. So we're going to break it down. So we know when price broke this area here, it broke that midpoint. So that overall midpoint market broke, came back for almost for a full retest back to that bottom of that line. So we're looking for a pattern to identify itself for that market to push up and work its way up further. And we can see that market is doing another pattern, which is in this area here. So we can identify that first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg, retest, and market push down. So we can see markets coming from that pattern, that head and shoulders pattern. So if it's respected, we'll see that market work its way up from that area, which then will be identified as a W. So we'll see that first, second, third, looking for the pattern to identify itself that market's going to push up and market's creating that W headed to the next area. So we do have price action as a bullish green candle, as I said before, long wick down to that bottom. So it is creating that area of support. But definitely to see this market push up, we want to see price action and go off the second last candle for that market to head up for that decline W formation. If not, market's working its way down from that pattern, not just that overall pattern, that head and shoulders that we did identify, but also the pattern of the double top that happened at resistance. So a lot of patterns inside patterns. So we do have that first, second, third, fourth. So we have a double top. And market came back for a full retest and market pushed. So once market broke this second level highs, we can see that price action could be the retest. If it follows up with a bearish red candle, market's pushing down for the extra push to that area of support. If not, as I said before, it's going to create that momentum and work its way back up. Walking down to the weekly time frame, price action on the weekly time frame is identifying as a bullish green candle, long wick down to the bottom. Second last candle in the market is a doji, so it's indecisive. So we definitely want to see price action and go off the second last candle. So there's a few things that's going on in that area, so we'll talk about it. So we have patterns inside patterns. So let's talk about what we see first. So we do know price action is side by side with the second last candle, so that market is in that consolidation. But besides that, market did spike that low down to that area of support 3 times with the third, second, and first to last candle in the market. But going back to paying attention to price action, if price action is going to work its way up, we want to see price action body above the previous body and the wick above the previous wick. But the wick is not above the previous wick, so market could be consolidating again. Unless another market pattern come out, we'll see that full break. But so far, it's a 50-50 chance that market can't push. So it could just be identifying a break, a double retest to that resistance, and markets work its way down. Unless we receive that consolidation, that's going to identify that market's going to turn around. So far we're on that consolidation. The market's working its way sideways until we see that pattern. Let's go back a little bit too. So also price actions coming from this area of resistance. So we can see that first, second, third, fourth. So we have a double top, retest one, retest. The market could be pushing down further unless we see that break of that midpoint and market work its way up. So we definitely looking for the price action to engulf not just the second last candle wick, but the third last candle body and work its way up. So it'll be headed back up to that resistance line, and then we'll figure out what's going to happen there. Price action on the daily time frame is identifying a bullish green candle. So more like a doji. So we have long wick up to the top, long wick down to the bottom is a huge doji, and then the wicks is even, or it looks even from here. So we can see that that market is consolidating as we walk down that time frame. We also have a gap in the market of that area, and then we have an area of the opposite side of the bullish green candle, long wick down to the bottom, that is identifying that first, second, third. The market could be pushing up. So we have to wait to see what this market's going to do, because market did tag the resistance. We're going to see if it's going to work its way up to engulf the previous side for that market to work its way up further. If not, that's just consolidation. 4-hour time frame, same candle, same pattern, same way as the same thing as a 3-hour time frame, same as a 2 bullish green candle, more like a doji. And now we're starting to see that consolidation on the 1-hour time frame. Same candle with the second last candle. Price action is more of a smaller doji or just a small weak candle. So what happened is that the second last candle spiked up, price action came back to retest that previous area at that high, the resistance of the second last candle. And if it's respected, this market can still push up, or a following candle can push that market up for a break and retest. If not, we can see a bearish red candle that can engulf the price action and work its way down further. If it engulfs the second last candle, that market definitely headed down to that previous SR line. But so far we are at a retest at that resistance, side by side with a bit of consolidation. We're working our way down to the 45-minute time frame. So what this is reading is that market is just having a hard time breaking. So bearish red candle, so market spiked up, worked its way sideways. Doji, second last candle, long wicks down to that bottom of those candles, showing that it could be a nice area of support for that market to work its way up, unless that bearish red candle engulfed that second last candle and then start working its way down to the midpoint. So once it breaks that second last candle, it can head down to 321.50. Doesn't mean it's going to do a complete drop. It can still create some momentum for a break, a retest, and it still work its way up on that 45-minute time frame. Walking down to a 30-minute time frame, fourth last candle spiked up, price action, third last candle came back to retest, price action push, worked its way sideways. So it's trying to form a pattern. So as we walk down, we definitely going to be seeing these consolidation. Price, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth last candle all within each other. You definitely want to see price action engulf that sixth last candle body and wick to work that market up. But then we'll be at that resistance, then we'll figure out what's going to happen. On the 5-minute time frame, price action bullish green candle, so we can start seeing that pattern trying to form. So we have a break, retest, 1, 2, 3, 4, retest. And if it's respected, market's coming from a double bottom and a retest. If not, we'll see that engulfment down to the bottom side of this area here that can push that market down. Walking down to the 3-minute time frame, price action on a 3-minute time frame is a bullish green candle, lost a lot of wick to that resistance. So if that market, so its market is identifying, it tagged that area, so it could be identifying that first, second, third, fourth retest and market push down. But price action is currently a bullish green candle side by side with the second last candle, so that's just a break, a retest, and market pushed up. We got a bit of a spiky area here, so it could be identifying the first, second, third, and we can see that market's pushing up through that previous side. So that W formation is happening. Walking it down to the 1-minute time frame, very choppy. Price action engulfing the second last candle. If it closes out, it can push that market up. So we can see that first, second, third, fourth, second last candle retest, price action pushing and breaking out for a double bottom and a retest. Okay guys, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis. Thank you for watching and thank you for your attention. DPZ stock.